Good evening, folks. It's just gone about 20 to 10 here in Ballymoney on a Monday evening. And the sun has just set. And I was wondering what to share with you concerning the next wee thing I would post on YouTube. And I thought to myself, I would like to do an old hymn, but not just do an old hymn, tell you a wee bit about the background of it. This hymn has been sung by many, many people. A lovely, lovely hymn. Sweet hour of prayer, sweet hour of prayer, that calls me from a world of care and bids me at my Father's throne make all my wants and wishes known. In seasons of distress and grief, my soul has often found relief, and oft escaped the tempter's snare by thy return, sweet hour of prayer. Sweet hour of prayer, written by a man called William Walford, and he was visited by a man called Thomas Salmon. And Thomas Salmon was actually the person who wrote down the words of the hymn, but he didn't compose it. It was inserted in the New York Observer on September the 13th, 1845. And Thomas Salmon wrote to the editor, and this is the letter that he penned. During my residence at Coleshill in Warwickshire, England, I became acquainted with W. Walford, the blind preacher, a man of obscure birth and connections and no education, but of a strong mind and most retentive memory. In the pulpit, he never failed to select a lesson well adapted to his subject, giving chapter and verse with unerring precision and scarcely ever misplacing a word in his repetition of the Psalms and every part of the New Testament, the prophecies and some of the histories, so as to have the reputation of knowing the whole Bible by heart. He actually sat in the chimney corner in the room, employing his mind in composing a sermon or two for Sabbath delivery, and his hands in cutting, shaping, and polishing bones or shoehorns and other little useful implements. On one occasion, paying him a visit, he repeated 2 or 3 pieces of poetry which he attempted and occasions he had composed, and having no friend at home to commit them to paper, he had laid them up in the storehouse within. "How will this do?" asked he, as he repeated the following lines with a complacent smile, touched with some light lines of fear, lest he subject himself to criticism. I rapidly copied the lines with my pencil as he uttered them, and sent them for insertion in the Observer, for you to repeat them if you think them worthy of preservation. Those words had a very humble beginning, coming from the mind of a blind preacher and the pencil and paper of a reporter for the New York Observer, created by a man who many would probably say that, well, he would never amount to much, and how wrong he proved them. William Walford, the writer of the Sweet Hour of Prayer. Sweet hour of prayer, sweet hour of prayer, thy wings shall my petition bear to Him whose truth and faithfulness engage the waiting soul to bless. And since He bids me seek His face, believe His word and trust His grace, I'll cast on Him my every care and wait for Thee, sweet hour of prayer. I'll cast on Him my every care and wait